Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie, aka Wooden Butterfly, and this is Art That Heals the Soul. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a pile reading where you will have the opportunity to choose a pile and hopefully gain a message or two through the readings that I reveal. Today I am going to be doing a pick a pile reading that is going to kind of bring some clarity as to whatever particular situation that you are going through as a result of the upcoming 11/11 portal, which will be happening in a few days. November 11th, 2021 will be the 11/11 portal, and we shall dive into some aspects of life that might pertain to you as a result of this of these upcoming influences. So please take your time. All right, for those of you who chose pile number 1, the Heart and Hands Tarot with this stone right here, let's get right into the reading. First, I'm going to pick an angel oracle to give an overall message of what we can look forward to with the 11/11 influence, and see what it is you need to hear. I call upon my spirit guides and pile number 1 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for messages pile number 1 needs to hear through my mind's eye and through the cards. Please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up in the reading after the reading is over. Please and thank you. Spirit, tell me, what does pile number 1 need to hear? What do they need to be aware of as a result of the 11/11 portal that is coming up? What does pile number 1 need to hear as a result of the 11/11 portal that is coming up? Angel of Guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Okay, so that is a great start. Let's get a little bit more clarity as to what guidance is being offered as a result of this upcoming portal. What guidance? Where are they being guided? And what purpose will soon manifest for pile number 1 spirit? Being guided, and what purpose will be manifesting as a result of this portal. Got 5 of Cups. Okay, Star. Alright. Got 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Hearts, or 3 of Swords, and 3 of Cups. Okay. So, I feel like you've been coming across a lot of obstacles in regards to a particular relationship, or something that brings a lot of emotional turbulence within some aspect of your life. And I feel like it's something that it's like a double-edged sword within your life. There's an area or a relationship that has so much potential, and it has so much benefits that derive from it, and you have such high hopes or such high expectations as to how it's supposed to how the outcome is supposed to be laid out, and it seems like you keep getting disappointed each time an obstacle comes up, or each time things just don't go your way. And it's like you feel like you take 2 steps forward but then 3 steps back, 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, and it's like this like push and pull kind of energy. And it's like you keep feeling like you are getting disappointed, but that's because you are having certain expectations as to how it's supposed to come about. And that's where this guidance is coming in for you. You're starting to understand that by you doing that, you're actually creating a block in the natural flow of energy. When you are having a certain expectation of an outcome, it's actually limiting the expansiveness of that particular situation. So let's say, for example, you are stressing out about a relationship. It seems like, this is everything you've wanted within a relationship. It's everything you've wanted within a dynamic, but it's like you have these expectations within your mind as to how it's supposed to be laid out in front of you. And when those things don't fall in line, it's like you keep feeling like such disappointment, and you're like well, you know what, maybe it's not worth it, maybe this isn't supposed to be, maybe this isn't meant to be, because if this keeps happening, obviously there's a reason why things just keep getting in the way. So it's kind of like you're preventing the flow of this particular situation, and that's where the angel of guidance is coming in to direct you into allowing a more free-flowing dynamic within the energies of this particular situation. For most of you, I feel like it is in regards to a particular relationship, or perhaps a relationship in general, and it's because you are having these certain expectations, or you're holding on too tightly onto a particular outcome. So when things don't fall right in line with the outcome that you picture for yourself, it's like you feel like maybe it isn't meant to be, but really it's just you putting a cap on the opportunities that can derive from this particular relationship. Sorry, let me move Mr. Mooney out of here. Let's get some clarifiers for these cards here. Clarify this 5 of Cups. Spirit, clarify this 5 of Cups. Yeah, already I feel like this energy of like shooting for a particular result. And it's like every time you like run super fast to get to where you're trying to go, and it's like, oh wait, it's like you put a halt on your own success within that particular relationship. And because you're so fast acting and so shooting for the particular outcome, it's almost like you're not allowing it to have that constant, like you're not going with the ebbs and flow of the dynamic. So you're kind of really starting to realize that about yourself, and it's almost like you see, you're aware that you do this, but it's almost as though it's like you have a lot of passion. You're a very driven person, so you're very, like, you have a lot of motivation within you, and this can be a double-edged sword, because although you are very passionate and driven, it does kind of make you feel much less than when you are unsuccessful, or when you perceive the situation as being unsuccessful. But you have a lot of guidance around you. There's a lot of energies that are protecting you and trying to push you gently in the direction of being able to just flow freely. And that is what this portal is going to be doing for you. It's going to push you, it's going to give you a little nudge in the direction of being able to flow freely with the energies, as opposed to running through the energies and trying to trample over everything just to get to the end result. Because really, as corny as it is, it's about the journey and not about the destination. And once you realize that and you kind of live more in the moment, things start falling into place, and then that's when your wishes, or that's when everything will start falling into place for you. Let's clarify the star card. Yeah, it's like you are being, it's almost like a carrot is being dangled in front of you. It's like you know what you want, you know how you want it, you know when you want it, and it's almost like, okay, but then like you go run to grab it, and it's like, what? Nope, not that easy. Can't just, it's not just going to be handed to you. It's not just going to go directly to how you want it to go. You have to go with the energies so you can learn from them, so you can work with them and flow with them, as instead of trying to race them, if that makes sense. I also feel like you tend to look at others around you in similar situations, and you feel as though you should be at a further point to others around you, and that is your judgment within yourself that kind of also limits the potential of whatever situation it is that you're working towards. You're basically like, you need to find the strength within you to be okay with others around you being successful in their ventures, as well as finding the strength within you to flow freely with the energies, and to not feel like it's a race to the finish, and to not feel like you have to make it quicker, faster, better, stronger than others around you, because that in turn is what brings the heartache. That in turn is what brings the feeling of being less than, or not enough, or worthless. And it's just, this, if anything, is a reading that confirms these thoughts, because I feel like you're very self-aware. And this awareness, although it does allow you to gain, an understanding, I don't feel like you've connected the logic with your heart, with your emotional, like with your heart chakra. Like, you need to connect your brain and your heart and understand that, yes, I am worthy of this beautiful result. But until I am okay with just being in the moment and being okay with things happening at their own pace, you will continue to struggle to get the results that you're trying to get to, if that makes sense. Let's clarify this Three of Swords in reverse. Again, I'm picturing like a carrot being dangled in front of you. It's like you have so much like passion and drive within you, and it's like you're the one that is preventing success. You're the one, because you're so focused on everyone else around you and trying to be the best, or trying to get the best, or trying to get there faster than everybody else, that it's actually preventing the success from coming in, and it's causing you to feel like you have nothing to celebrate. But when in reality, you have so much to be grateful for. You have so much going for you. You have so much. You are so worthy of a beautiful outcome. It's just a matter of being okay with not everything falling in line exactly how you expect them to fall in line. Let's clarify this Three of Cups. And stop feeling like you're constantly like having to work. It's almost like you feel like you're digging a hole yourself that is causing you to fall behind or lag behind, and that's exactly what is happening. It's like you are digging, you're focusing so much on working hard and getting to the point where you're trying to get to, and really it's just like you're digging yourself into a hole. Like you're literally like holding yourself back. So you have to just learn the guidance that's coming in for you through this portal is literally the guidance of working with the energies. We're being okay with the here, the now, and not trying to focus solely on the outcome, and not focus solely on all the obstacles that keep coming up in front of you. Like, okay, an obstacle comes up, look at it with a different perception. Look at it, instead of looking at it as another obstacle to overcome, look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow, to become better, for you to reach the outcome in a more fulfilling way, in a more overall, like a more, it'll be much more worth it once you get to that destination than it would be if you just race past all the lessons and all the things that your soul is trying to expand from and learn from, and you're gonna overlook all like the gold within, you're gonna overlook all the jewels that are hidden within the treasure chest. That was a horrible metaphor, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. So let's just get a few closing oracle cards to finish your reading, and hopefully you gain some clarity or guidance as to the direction in which you're going to be manifesting through this portal. Give us some closing statements, shall we? Pile number 1. Completion. Sexuality and hidden worlds. Okay, so you're finishing a cycle that you have, you've overcome a really long, grueling cycle. And you're starting to be more in touch with your sensual nature and the sensual parts of you that you used to suppress within yourself, and this is helping you to be more free-flowing with the energies through expressing yourself sensually, and through expressing yourself like the things that you've suppressed within yourself. It's going to bring out, and it's going to allow you to manifest the completion of what it is that you're trying to get to. And through this, you're going to develop a very strong connection with other worldly influences, and you're going to realize just how connected you truly are, and how much protection you truly do have, and how much guidance is really available to you. And it's really going to bring you a lot of fulfillment, to the point of like you're going to find such gratitude within this journey, and within allowing yourself to flow freely with the energies and not try to race to the finish line. So I hope you guys got something out of this. Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Alright, this is for those of you who chose pile number 2 of the Wise Dog Tarot and Citrine Crystal. I'm going to start you off with an oracle, angel oracle deck from message, to give an overall consensus as to what it is that you need to hear at this time as a result of this 1111 portal. Call upon my spirit guides and pile number 2 spirit guides, allowing it to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 2 needs to hear through my mind's eye. And give cards, please and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies I pick up during the reading after the reading is over, please and thank you. What is it that pile number 2 needs to hear as a result of this 1111 portal? Okay, angel guidance, same card as we had in the first group. So definitely I do recommend you watching pile number 1 as well, because they did receive that same card, and typically definitely seems to relate. So let's get a little bit more in depth as to what guidance you will you're needing to receive. If there's like a renewed sense of direction or purpose that you are trying to manifest, and what, if so, what is that? Pile number 2. Two of Cups, 7 of Wands in the reverse, the Star reversed, okay, 9 of Cups, and 3 of Wands. Let's get one more. Page of Cups. Okay. So I am getting the sense that this is most likely a very similar message as the first group. I feel it's definitely pertaining to relationships, close personal relationships, and I feel as though you're becoming overwhelmed by things being thrown at you left and right. There's certain obstacles or things that you feel are getting in the way of you reaching the your ultimate wish fulfillment. And it's like you have, like, when you sit and you think about where it is you want to end up, who it is you want to end up with, and you know deep in your soul that that's where you're meant to go. But it's like when you're on the way there, it's like this gets in the way, or this person gets in the way, or things just keep like falling apart, or like being taken right from underneath your right outside of your grasp. And it's like, why do these things keep coming up? You keep questioning. It's like, I know deep in my soul that this is where I'm supposed to be, or who I'm supposed to be with. So why is it that the universe keeps putting all these obstacles and things in front of me if deep in my soul I feel like it's meant to be? And you're starting to question your knowingness. You're starting to question, like, wait, like, maybe it isn't meant to be. Maybe it's the universe telling me that it isn't supposed to be this way. But that's the issue. It's because there's some aspect or some area that you are overlooking, that you're not allowing to flow freely. There's an aspect in your life that you are pressing the brakes on, and it's causing unnecessary like, it's like a rippling effect. It's like you are flowing freely in one aspect of life, and you're doing what it is that you ultimately crave and you ultimately want in one area of life. But then in this area of life, you're kind of wishy-washy. You're kind of going against what it is that you really want, or you're kind of not doing things exactly how you want to be doing it. And that is what's causing the rippling effect of all these things getting in the way of where it is that you're trying to go. So let's clarify this Two of Cups, Spirit. Chariot in the reverse. Okay, 8 of Wands and Justice. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to you're trying to do this like balancing act, and there could be like different external influences that are involved, perhaps children or certain external influences that you feel like you need to be balanced in order for you to go all in. And I think that's where you are kind of hindering yourself from being able to reach with this wish fulfillment that you're trying to get to. Let's clarify this 7 of Wands in the reverse. Yes, okay, so again, I feel like you are spreading yourself too thin. You feel like you're the main provider, or the main source of nurture. Like you feel like you are in control of all areas of your life, but you feel it's almost like you feel like you're the sole provider, or the sole person that certain people rely on, and it's like you're just spreading yourself too thin, and you're incapable of being in 50 places at once, and it's kind of making you feel like you're not having as much energy to give to those who are trying to give back to you. And it's like you're just giving like crumbs, like to everybody, instead of putting your whole heart and soul into one avenue. You're just giving crumbs, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, and it's kind of like everyone's kind of like not getting the full you, or you're not able to exert your entire self into what it is that you're trying to exert your energy into, and for that reason you're spreading yourself too thin. Let's clarify this star in the reverse. So this perhaps is the renewed sense of direction that you are needing to hear, knowing that you need to let go of your grip of wanting to control all outcomes and allow yourself to go with the energies. Don't go against the energies. Don't feel like you have to be in control of every aspect of your life, because in doing that, that's acting through fear, and when you act through fear, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Basically, when you are acting from a state of fear, you're actually pushing it's your soul will literally push you into the fear coming true in order for you to face it, to be forced to face it, so that you can walk through the fear and see that it really wasn't as bad as you thought it would be. So there's some area of your life that you're scared to see what the reaction will be, and it's because you're not being forthright about what it is that you truly want, and you're not being forthright with what it's like you're kind of just giving bits of information here and there to people when they ask of you, and it's because you're scared of what the reaction will be if you were just honest about what it is that you truly want. And in doing that, you're actually making these people question like what it is that you are truly trying to achieve. Let's clarify this Nine of Cups. Yeah, again, I'm getting the sense of just spreading yourself too thin. So if there's anything that you are, any renewed sense of direction, that you need to stop trying to please everybody else in order to fulfill others around you. Let's clarify this Three of Wands. I really feel like you have the opportunity to be able to have it all. It's like you really, if you just allow yourself to go end whatever it is that you're no longer wanting to be a part in within your life, like whether it be a career or whether it be with a person, an individual. If there's something that you are not happy in, it's time to close that cycle out in order to start anew, because once you do that, you're going to see so many different avenues open up, and there's going to be so much expansion within your soul and within your life, and things are finally going to feel like so much easier and smoother and smooth flowing when it is that when you finally just allow yourself to fall headfirst into what it is that you truly want. And yes, you might be disappointing people along the way, but ultimately you're going to be disappointing them regardless, because you're not able to give your whole entire self to every single person, or you're not able to give your whole entire self into every single project or every single job offer. You can't. There's only so much of you to give to people. And why portray yourself as someone that is always gonna be there for people when it's not being reciprocated, number one, and number two, when like there's only so much of you can give. Like, people can't expect you to be everywhere at once. People can't expect you to stay in a situation in which it doesn't fulfill you, and people have to understand that. And until you accept that and realize that about yourself, you're going to continue finding yourself in this type of energy where it's like the boat is just going to keep rocking back and forth. You're just going to be struck by tumultuous seas and like just endless octopus arms grasping your cup right from your hand, and you're constantly gonna be having to overcome struggle after struggle until you just finally stop, release that need to control situations or outcomes, and just let yourself flow with the waters, and you'll see how the path just becomes smooth sailing after that. Let's clarify this page of cups. And don't be afraid to just fall head first into whatever area of life. It's like I feel like there's a part of you that is so like you are so terrified of change or of like the unfamiliar, but it's through facing this fear. It's like this underlying fear that you have. It's like you're with not having a knowing of what is to come. It doesn't feel safe for you to venture into that unknown territory. But it's through walking through this fear that your entire world is going to just expand, and that is when all these opportunities are just going to come out of nowhere, and you're really going to like your soul is going to take on a completely new evolution, and dreams, the things that you never thought were possible, are going to become possible once you walk through this fear of the unknown, walking through the fear of not knowing what the outcome is going to be, and not being scared to fight for it, because there's also this energy where it's kind of like you tiptoe, like if you feel like there's any sort of resistance in a particular situation, you kind of like back off. And you're like, you know what? Whatever. Not meant to be. No, not doing it. Not dealing with it. But it's through this passion. It's like you need to light ignite that fire within you. Like, if you want something, don't be afraid to get it. Don't be afraid to fight for what it is that you want. Don't be afraid. Don't quiet down that part of you that desires certain things. Don't try to rush to get there, but don't quiet those desires or suppress them either. You need to speak speak out loud what you truly want and what you truly desire. And until you're able to do that, until you're able to fully admit to yourself what it is that you really truly want, you're never going to reach that until you just accept what it is that you want. And everybody else that truly loves you and cares for you will understand. They will understand. You will not lose anybody that is meant to be in your life. It's just the people that are meant to be there will be there until the bitter end. Let's get some closing statements for pile number 2. Some closing statements for pile number 2, please. Divine mystery, beauty, and the shadow self. So there are aspects to your personality that I feel you very much suppress, and you're starting to realize that these aspects of yourself are almost are so necessary, and there's beauty in that darkness found within. There is beauty to be found in the shadows of self. And when you find that balance of being okay with your innermost desires and expressing that to yourself and to others, there's going to be this amazing clarity, this epiphany that's going to manifest through this portal. And this is what is coming to you. This is what is coming through this portal for you specifically. You are going to finally see the beauty in those things that you were so scared to admit to yourself and to other people. The parts of you that you were so scared to express, it's going to completely evolve you and shape you into a completely different person. You're gonna finally feel like free. You're gonna feel free, and you're going to feel excited for new opportunities and new things. And you're once you walk through the fear once, it's like you're just gonna keep wanting to walk through one after the other, after the other, after the other. And you're just gonna it's gonna make you feel so good inside that you finally faced your fears and you finally did what it is that you've been too scared to do. Because once you do it, you're gonna realize, oh my God, I should have done this freaking months ago. Why did I wait so long to do this? I was expecting this to happen. I was expecting this to happen. But really, it's when you face those fears, and when you walk through those, that you truly see who it is that you're capable of being, and the things that you perhaps were ashamed of in your past tend to be your greatest strengths. When you start to allow those parts of you to come up and show through, that is when everything just like falls into place and things finally start getting better for you. So I hope you got something out of this, and let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys. Okay, call upon my spirit guides and pile number 3 spirit guides. Allow me to be used as a channel for the messages pile number 3 needs to hear through my mind's eye and through the cards, please, and thank you. Allow me to release whatever energies that I took during the reading. After the reading is over, please and thank you. Tell me, Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to be aware of through this? What clarity do they need to gain through this 1111 portal? Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to angel of the universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. Okay, so that's exciting. Let's get a little bit more in depth about this. How should they expand their thinking, Spirit? How should pile number 3 expand their thinking? What can they look forward to? How can pile number 3 expand their thinking? Queen of Spring. The Lighthouse. Three of Summer. Eight of Summer. Four of Summer. Digitalis. Okay, so for you guys, I feel like the universe is really trying to expand your awareness of your innermost your inner desires and your shadow aspects, and to really balance these energies out within you. Because over here with the digitalis, you see like the scales, and I feel like you have this idea that if you are not constantly thinking positively, or you're not constantly, it's like you turn your back on any darkness that you see inside of yourself, and it's really limiting your potential and your potential for expansion within self. You need to bring these energies together and balance them within you so that you can see yourself flourish and really start balancing yourself entirely. You're gonna notice the universe is really encouraging you to expand your awareness of self. It's really encouraging you to look at all aspects of self and understand that even those darker sides within you that you find within yourself, there is a light at the end of the tunnel through walking through those darker thoughts, or those darker emotions and those tumultuous waters. When you learn to be okay with that and don't turn your back on that aspect of yourself, that's when things come together, and that's when you flourish, and that's when your energy starts to balance totally, and within self and within and without. So when you see yourself balance, like your external reality reflects your inner reality. So when you are not feeling balanced within self, you can see the chaos within your reality, your outer reality. And this is what you tend to fall back into. You turn your back on certain aspects of yourself that you are either ashamed of, or you feel guilty of, or you feel like you shouldn't feel for whatever reason, or you shouldn't feel bad for whatever reason. And in doing that, it prevents you from fully expanding and fully gaining the knowledge, or fully teaching the wisdom that you have deep within, because you have a lot of wisdom inside of you that you are able to share with others. And I feel like you're starting to expand your networking, or maybe through like social media, or through certain technology based platforms. And through this you're starting to learn. Like, I feel like perhaps recently you've come across maybe articles about shadow work, or like, you know, or about how, like, you know, walking through the darkness actually brings in more light. And you're starting to question, like, wait, is there truth in that? Like, why would that be something that brings in more light if you're focusing on darkness? Like, how is that possible? And that is what the universe is trying to expand your awareness on, so that you can balance your energies within you, so that you're capable of expressing all aspects of self. Because through those darker parts, or the parts that you are ashamed of, that is what others will be inspired from, or will learn something from, or will gain a lot of insight through. So you have a lot of wisdom to share, but it's like you don't want to share it because you're either ashamed, or you feel guilty of some aspect of your life. And the universe is really encouraging you to expand your limited thinking on that aspect of self, because through that aspect of self you have a lot to give. Let's clarify this Queen of Spring. Yeah, okay, so I feel like you perhaps have had like tumultuous, like you've been through a lot of tumultuous relationships perhaps in the past, and the pain that you have endured through those particular experiences makes you feel ashamed or guilty, or you feel less than because of these experiences. But these experiences are what's going to give others inspiration or insight as to a different way of being able to deal with these circumstances. And through that, it's going to expand you in ways that you never thought were even possible. Let's clarify this lighthouse. And that in itself, when walking through this darkness in itself is going to bring so much clarity and balance in self, that you're gonna wish that you expressed it much sooner. And this is going to bring in a lot of more balanced energies within your life as well. You're going to be able to manifest a more healthy, loving relationship through expressing these parts of yourself. If you try to suppress these aspects or these past experiences in self and don't let it out soon, it's just going to keep withering slowly away. It's the universe is like encouraging you to like let it out. It's like almost like you're not letting people see all the beauty within you, because you have a lot of beauty, a lot of wisdom, and a lot to share with the world, but you're only giving snippets of the truth, so people aren't able to see the full all aspects of you. Clarify this 8 of Sun. But you have so much love and so much wisdom to share with the world. You have been through a lot, and you have learned to find this, like through walking through this darkness. You're going to find it so much easier to balance different aspects of your. So perhaps you have been walking through your shadows and doing a lot of inner work and inner healing, and it's starting to reflect. The outside is starting to reflect how balanced you're feeling within self. So if anything, the universe is congratulating you on doing such, on allowing yourself to expand in ways beyond the typical. Let's clarify this, the digitalis. And now what the universe is pushing you to do is to share your experiences with the world through means of social media or through whatever the case is. But the universe is encouraging you to share your experiences, because through your experiences, people will learn, people will be inspired, people will want to know how it is that you got to this point, how it is that you were able to balance these energies out. How did you do it? How do you handle things in such a way? Because I'm going through the same thing, and I need to know how to get through it. I need to know how to I need to know how to be able to still celebrate, because I feel so much pain inside, and you're gonna give so much inspiration and hope to others around you. And I'm about to cry. Let's clarify the digitalis. And this is a thing of the past. You having sleepless nights, and you having to, worrying and constantly feeling stressed, and like all of this is just going to be taken from you, taken off your shoulders, and you're going to feel so much freedom. And that is what this portal is giving to you. This is an opportunity to expand your and to expand in ways that you did not think were possible, and the things that you were afraid to share with the world are the very things that are going to make you blossom into a completely different person. Clarify this. So this is a very positive reading. I'm getting like super excited about it. And yeah, so it's gonna be something that used to give you sleepless nights and used to keep you up at night through just the struggle and the pain that you had to deal with, is actually going to be the thing that you look at as your greatest source of inspiration. You're going to look at it in an entirely new perspective. You're going to be grateful for those horrible experiences that you had to go through, because of what it is that you're capable of doing for others as a result of this. Let's get some closing statements for pile number 3. Some closing statements for pile number 3. Time, protection, and prosperity. So through this journey, this long journey of inner work and inner healing, yes, it took time to get to where it is, but it's going to be so worth it. It's going to be so worth all the struggle and the heartache and the pain that you've had to endure. And through it all, you were always protected. You realize you were always safe. You're always, this was meant to be. You're starting to understand. Everything's starting to come align for you in such a way in which that this, all this, you used to ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Why is it that I have to go through this? What did I do to deserve it? And now you're understanding why it is that you had to go through these things, because although yes, you may have been protected, but you had to experience the struggle so that you can walk through it, overcome it, and so that you can inspire others to do the same, that are going through the same situations that you once did. So and through that, you're going to finally reach a state of true abundance and prosperity, and you are very much protected by otherworldly beings. You are very much protected by the angels, by you know, your ancestors. I mean, you are a very evolved soul, and because of this, you have a lot of wisdom to share. And now I feel like the universe is trying to push you to not be afraid to share that with the world, because you have a lot to share. You have a lot of experiences that people can learn from. You have experienced a lot of pain that people can derive strength from, and you have it in you. You definitely do, because I'm getting like super inspired and motivated just by doing this reading for you. So I hope this resonates, and please, if it did, let me know in the comments below. This was a great reading, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.